I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Ashley Williams was there. How did that go?
We've been through a lot. I wish we could have had more time together.
I understand.
Alright, I'm in the Citadel right now to do Garrus' loyalty mission. Trying to get revenge for the guy that led to the slaughter of his entire crew. Of justice wanderers, well, vigilantes. Went ahead and decided not to do Talia's quest this mission. I was misinterpreting a part of how story hooks work in this game eventually. Without spoilers, there's just an element of like how Horizon just kind of happens at some point, and Collectorship just kind of happens at some point. Those are both shown up, and once they shown up, I wasn't able to do anything else. No side quest, no exploration, no nothing. And so this is there's a later thing that also happens at certain times, and there's cool reasons to delay Tali's mission, but I thought it was gonna get me in trouble. But I have more information.
Fade? You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it! Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them, you lumbering...
Too slow.
Why do I even bother?
We're looking for someone. A client of yours.
Not mine. I'm not Fade. I just work for him. Sort of.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. Works out of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
Oh, he's got a lot of mercs there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
Harkin.
What do the Blue Suns have to do with this?
They use his services to help their people infiltrate businesses and various organizations here on the Citadel.
Bastard. He's using CSEC to help those scum.
No. Well, not really. He got fired from CSEC a while ago, but he still knows the systems.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sidonis.
Well, let's go pay Harkin a visit.
We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
Goddamn Volus are so adorable! If we don't get what we want, we're coming back for you. Oh, good.
I just talked to him on the wards market. He sent me here. Come on, why do I need a service order?
The wards market? Why would you come to a Zakara ward warehouse?
He said they're out of stock and I should go here. He didn't say anything about a service order.
Without a service order, I really can't help you.
Ugh.
So I think that guy was on the Citadel trying to fulfill a service order 2 years ago, and he's been doing this, and if you stick around, like, you eventually will find out that he's still the same guy, trying to do the same customer service problem after all this time, which is kind of spectacular. Yeah, Harkin, there's a familiar face. That's a character from Mass Effect 1. So we're interacting with what few C-Sec characters we already know, actually. And there's Merib's shop.
Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store in the Citadel.
Which means this is the data pad we need. Subject Anto Bechtal. Anto Bechtal is a member of the criminal organization headed up by Arya T'Loak, often considered the pirate queen of Omega. While Arya's gang is mostly airtight, Anto has an eye toward outside work. Whether this is an exploitable hole, we're not sure. This is Arya T'Loak, after all. Interesting. So Ish sent me to get these packages. One's here, one's on Illium. This one's talking about Arya. I wonder if I can just give them to Arya at Ish's cost, basically. All right, we're here to go after Harkin. How are we doing on Miranda? Do I want a stronger overload or a blowing up overload? You have heavy. Might as well split out. I have different versions for different people. Let's go for area. Nothing to spend points on for me and Garrus yet.
There he is!
Shepard? Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
Run all you want, Harkin. We'll find you.
I get the feeling they're not happy to see us at the moment. Can I equip my armor? Howdy. Bye. Hey, come here. Don't go hiding from me. There we go. So there's moments like that when we were in that cruiser a moment ago. I mean, I guess it was a taxi, basically, where I just questioned Garrus's armor, because he does not look like, when he's in a sitting position and he's looking like down-ish while driving around, he does not look like he can see past his own weird rim that's on his clothes. Moments like that, I question how these people dress. Oh, hi. Haha. Haha. I came prepared for you guys. There's always Loki mechs. It's almost like all humans lack proper numbers to fight you as a group, so they always send mechs at you. Oh crap, that's a human. I'm sitting here doing all my anti-robot techniques. You passed the test. I can tell. This captcha has determined that you are human. Oh, that would have been bad for me if I wasn't ready. Everyone's abilities were ready, so I got away with it. But damn, that was a hell of a flanking moment. Hi. Oh, that's a problem. The physics on that thing's no joke. Ah! Ah! There's always more. Crowded around here. Not gonna be crowded after I'm done, though. Wow.
Harkin's in here somewhere. I can smell him.
This is a very inefficiently laid out area, isn't it? Looking for a battery. There you are. Gotcha. Free money. Gimme. 100 oh, 900 credits. That was the 100 from the med kit. Damn, so if you want, so like a 50 grand upgrade would cost me doing that hacking game 50 times. More than 50 times, actually. Like way more than 50 times. You guys don't look so good. You in trouble? Oh, crap. Wow, they are crowded. Okay, you don't need to count all of them, Garrus. He's like, one less to worry about, one less to worry about, one less to worry about. It's like, yes, that's how numbers work. Good boy. You did it. You know what, let's skip on the circuit bypasses. They're worth like nothing. It's like less than 1,000 and I have to do that minigame over and over again. Maybe not, huh? There goes your armor. Ow. Oh. That is a problem. Ow. Did not see that guy there.
I'll get there.
There we go. Sorry, Garrus, I'm not trying to send you in. I was trying to use your power. Quick duck. There we go. I don't need med kits. Not when the fight's about to end. Yes, iridium. That's not it. Where is the... Is it over here? There we go. Always happy to find resources in the field so I don't have to go... Oh, I missed it. It was up on the right. Always happy to find stuff in the field so I don't have to go scanning for it manually. It takes time. There we go. There we go. Like, the idea that we're upgrading our ship for our big mission, and that all these upgrades improve our chances of survival and things like that, that's interesting mechanically. The way you upgrade your ship is not interesting mechanically. It's not interesting to be like, I'm gonna go search for iridium by scanning planets in a mechanic that's completely divorced from the rest of the game. It'd be more interesting if there were actual story missions related to that. You just come over here. Oh, Miranda, that's not a safe thing to hide behind. Alright. Got him. Like, I know I'm asking for an ambitious game to be more ambitious, which is crazy, because this game got a lot right. And it's a tighter game, and there's a lot of major improvements, and a few streamlines that people question, obviously. But it's one of the most common things to observe of this game is probably how how straightforward the main story missions are. It's kind of cool how they just happen to you, basically. I like how the story missions just kind of show up over the course of the game. That's kind of a cool touch.
I'm on it.
There goes its shield. I like that progressing in various ways, and sometimes even mission countdowns. Like, oh, if you do 5 more missions, something's gonna happen in the story. Like that stuff's kind of cool. Like I think between Horizon and Collector Ship, I think what happens is if you do 5 missions, then you then unlock the. I think that if you do Horizon, then 5 missions, you then unlock the Collector Ship mission, which then has to happen next, no matter what. Like, that stuff's kind of cool, because it adds a ticking clock element to the game that's kind of invisible, because unless you look on a wiki or just play the game a lot, you don't necessarily know what the countdown is, but there's just a sense of that stuff's happening at its own pace, and that gives your actions a sense of expediency and tension, because things seem to matter.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
But then you have stuff like, hello. Find someone who might make use of forged ID. It's one of those funny concepts of like, oh, you found the objective of a quest before you found the quest. Good luck finding who needs that. Hang on a second. So what I'm just saying is that it would be interesting if the upgrades to your ship were more woven into the story. Like, what if those were also side quests? Because you basically have side quests to upgrade your party members. Each of them gets a new power, an alternate costume, and becomes quote-unquote loyal, which has important implications for how well they're going to perform throughout the game. And that's all a big deal.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
Does he do that every time I open this door? Now I gotta know.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
I learned a thing. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, like, what if you had to track down some Solarian scientist who knows how to has advanced techniques for shield modulation, but then he's like pinned down by a pack of Varen, or I'm not gonna try to come up with a scenario, but you could come up with a whole scenario that's like a mission just backed around each individual upgrade. That'd be kind of cool. Instead, they have the upgrade system, which is cool, but a less cool thing, which is scavenge for numbers to go higher so that you can artificially accomplish these things. So if I upgrade my shields and later on I'm like, yeah, the shield's held, then it's like, yeah, I did that by clicking on a button in a menu that said upgrade shields. Oh. By RPG standards, that's a little underwhelming.
You worked with Harkin at CSEC?
Yeah, he was a pain in the ass back then, too. But I'm in no mood for his games. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll beat him within an inch of his life.
You seem to be getting tense, Garrus.
Harkin may know why Sidonis wanted to disappear. If so, he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sidonis off. Did you see that?
I saw something.
He's getting ready for us.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight. But I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage. Just enough to loosen his tongue.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
What do you think Harkin's got waiting for us in there?
Not sure. It looks like an industrial complex, heavy machinery. Could be anything. Something's in there. Probably more Blue Suns. Harkin's kind of trapped himself in a corner. He must have something in store for us.
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight. But I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage. Just enough to loosen his tongue.
You still planning to kill Sidonis when we find him?
That's the plan. It'll be quick and painless, unlike everyone he betrayed. He'll be spared the agony of a slow death. It's more than he deserves, but as long as he's dead, I'll be satisfied.
Garrus, do you really think killing Sidonis will make things right?
I have to do this. I don't expect you to understand, but please, don't try to stop me. I'll pull the trigger, and I'll live with the consequences. All I'm asking is that you help me find him.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Right behind you.
Well, let's go find out. Explosion time! Oh, after this thing. That one. Looking for mostly white and orange. Where are you at? There we go. And center green. Orange, green, purple. There we are.
What's this?
There we go. That's something good. Is some of the...
Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good to know.
That's a lot of crates. Oh god, that's a lot of crates. Taking cover. Ah, take cover better. Use your power! Why can't I use my power on them?
Mount that one.
What? Shepard, you're being dumb. Oh, that's not what I meant to do either. Whoops. I was just vibrating in place because she wouldn't use her power on the person I was targeting. There must have been some sort of weird pathing issue. May have been a bad idea to go this way, this far forward. Just gonna burn down that armor if I can. There we go. Let's change weapons. No, the Tempest machine gun. I thought I switched back to my... I thought I switched back to my good gun. It's too bad they choose to change your gun to one that's just like objectively worse as far as I can tell. I'll have to manually switch it back and hope they don't switch it on me again. Headshot. Yeah, I don't see a lot of reason to get in the way of Garrus's revenge mission. Sometimes there's a line between doing something yourself versus whether or not you would allow somebody else to do it, and this is kind of in that territory. I don't see a reason to stop Garrus. Oh, if they're coming, then let's get up. Let's stay up here.
Here we go.
Like the revenge feels valid. Oh, they died already. Damn it. This works a lot better if you don't do that. Everyone get up here. Come on. It's dangerous down there. Don't go down there. I need you just to be safe up here so I can make you use your powers on these guys. There you go. See? Way better. To help me keep using your powers on these guys. I'll reave them now. And you can use your power on that one. Oh, it's not in range right now. I'm working on it. If this person truly betrayed his own crew and got them all killed, then I'm not probably going to stop Garrus. Take him out. There we go. Ow. That's a problem. The projector probably wouldn't hurt here. There we go. Way better. Ow. Oh, get down. That was almost bad. Really, Miranda? Did you just shoot the... Miranda just shot the table in front of her. There we go. All set. Let's go back to the shotgun for now.
Affirmative.
Yeah, you helped too, Garrus. Congrats, you spent half your revenge mission unconscious. Oh. There's more. But wait, there's more. More things to overload, mostly. Get up there. Get up there. Get up. There we go. I think if you're too close to a corner, your character just kind of spazzes out and thinks you're trying to turn a corner instead of jumping over or something. Come on.
Not close enough.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sidonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Harkin, this doesn't have to be hard.
Screw you. I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me! Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrus?
No, but Sidonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
I'm going. Yeah, it's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered. It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. But I don't mind slowing you down a little.
You don't need to shoot him. You won't be able to hide from C-Sec now.
I guess it's your lucky day.
Yeah, I hope we can do this again real soon.
I didn't shoot him.
Come on, let's move.
Sidonis better be there, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
Human immorality sure is a confusing thing, right? We just went through hordes of people and shot all of them, but it feels weird to shoot him, even though he ordered them all to shoot us. And I killed so many humans like 5 minutes ago.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
This is not like you.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Who's going to bring Sidonis to justice if I don't? Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
Let me talk to him.
Talk all you want, but it won't change my mind. I don't care what his reasons were. He screwed us. He deserves to die.
I understand what you're going through, but do you really want to kill him?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm not you.
This isn't you either.
Really? I've always hated injustice. The thought that Sidonis could get away with this? Why should he go on living while 10 good men lie in unmarked graves? I'm sorry, Shepard. Words aren't going to solve this problem. I need to set up. I can get a clear shot from over there.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. He'll be here soon. Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. There he is. Wave him over and keep him talking.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Listen, Sidonis. I'm here to help you.
Don't ever say that name aloud.
I'm a friend of Garrus's. He wants you dead, but I'm hoping that's not necessary.
Garrus, is this some kind of joke?
Damn it, Shepard. If he moves, I'm taking the shot.
You're not kidding, are you? Screw this. I'm not sticking around here to find out. Tell Garrus I had my own problems.
Don't move.
Get off me!
I'm the only thing standing between you and a hole in the head.
Fuck. Look, I didn't want to do it. I didn't have a choice.
Everyone has a choice.
They got to me. Said they'd kill me if I didn't help. What was I supposed to do?
Let me take the shot, Shepard. He's a damn coward.
That's it? You were just trying to save yourself?
I know what I did. I know they died because of me. I have to live with that. I wake up every night, sick and sweating. Each of their faces staring at me, accusing me. I'm already a dead man. I don't sleep. Food has no taste. Some days, I just want it to be over.
Just give me the chance.
Gotta let it go, Garrus. He's already paying for his crime.
He hasn't paid enough. He still has his life.
Look at him, Garrus. He's not alive. There's nothing left to kill.
My men, they deserved better.
Tell Garrus... I guess there's nothing I can say to make it right.
Just... go. Tell him to go.
He's giving you a second chance, Sidonis. Don't waste it.
I'll try, Garrus. I'll make it up to you somehow. Thank you for talking to him.
know you want to talk about this, but I don't. Not yet.
I know it didn't go the way you planned, but I think it's for the best.
I'm not so sure.
Give it time.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be enough. I want to know I did the right thing, not just for me. For my men. They deserve to be avenged. But when Sidonis was in my sights, I just couldn't do it.
The lines between good and evil blur when we're looking at people we know.
Yeah, there was still good in him. I could see it. So much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with gray.
You gotta go with your instincts.
My instincts are what got me into this mess.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks, Shepard. For everything. Let's get going. I need some distance from this place.
I'm with you.
If you let him shoot Sidonis, it's actually a pretty funny reaction where he's like, you're just like, don't worry, this won't take long, and you step aside, he's like, what? Oh, shit. And he just starts walking away, and then he just gets shot in the back of the head, and the scene's just over. Like, there's like nothing, it's such a short scene if you just let him die immediately. Garrus's traitor has been found and dealt with, leaving Garrus clear-headed for the mission. Operatives in CSEC will ensure no criminal charges are filed against him or Shepard. May be able to co-opt Harkin's criminal network, sending agents to investigate. I hate working for Cerberus. They're so scummy and nightmarish and so powerful, and even the most random actions I do while I'm working with them have what could be severe consequences for the future that just keep making Cerberus more and more powerful in ways that I don't even directly see in advance. Like, oh yeah, you helped Garrus deal with his little revenge mission and then blow off some steam. Oh yeah, well now Cerberus probably has an entire criminal network on the Citadel. So, haha, that was worth it.
According to CSEC reports, Harkin was taken into custody and charges are pending.
That's the least that bastard deserves.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
The topic of Tally actually kind of reminds me of what I see, like, actually, yeah, in Chinese culture a bit, with those smog masks that a lot of people wear. Like, they're like, oh, well, we're stuck with these things a lot, so what do? We color them up. Like, there's ones that have lips on them, there's ones that are covered in floral patterns, and they're all different colors, because people think of, in the United States, you're more likely to think of, like, a disposable shop mask that's made of, like, cardboard or whatever, but over there a lot of them are made of fabric and they're like more permanent because you use them all the time, and so like they color them up and they decorate them, and that kind of fits with what we see with the Quarians, where they have these really elaborate and beautiful costumes because they're always going to look like that when they're going around in the world.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Aware you come by a great deal. Have had other species become attracted to me before. Awkward. Not interested.
Wait a minute, Morgan. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler. Less alcohol and mood music required. Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, personal matters on mind, actually. Got call from nephew. Promising geneticist himself. Just turned 16, got tenure at university. Following in my footsteps. Had to lie about what I was doing. Think he was suspicious. Doesn't matter. Still good to hear his voice.
Does anyone in your family know about what you really did for the government?
No. No, I'm lying, but won't pry. Solarians curious as a people, but also have social cues. Keep two types of secrets from family. First type, personal or guilt-based, invite suspicion, exploration, puzzle to be solved, reward for curiosity, intelligence, drama. Other secrets, more serious. Dangerous if discovered. Signals discourage curiosity for protection of family.
Why wouldn't everyone give clues that their secrets were too dangerous to be uncovered?
Not conscious. Social, reflexive body language. Can't fake it. Example. Yawning perceived as contagious among humans. Subject observes yawn. Sensory input deactivates left periamygdalar region. Subject yawns in response. Social empathy. Also works with dogs. Solarian faking signals to discourage curiosity, similar to human faking a yawn. Can try, but effectiveness limited.
Are you calling him because you're worried we won't make it back?
No. Aware survival unlikely, but actually contacted him for family connection. Hard to imagine galaxy. Too many people, faceless, statistics easy to depersonalize. Good when doing unpleasant work. For this fight, want personal connection. Can't anthropomorphize galaxy, but can think of favorite nephew. Fighting for him.
Your nephew got tenure at 16? Is he a genius or a scientific prodigy?
No, wait. Don't want to insult him. Yes, but not in manner you meant. Remember, Solarian lives short. Mature rapidly by your standards. Don't live much past 40.
I'm glad you got to talk to family before we finish this. And I'm glad we talked too, Morden.
Honored to be part of this, Shepard. Helped preserve Galaxy before with genophage. Dirty work. Ethically ambiguous. Problematic. Collector's mission simpler, cleaner. We'll be proud to see it in Morden's Solus biography vid. Unless we all die. Proud posthumously, in that case. Regardless. Thank you.
There we go. So we got a more explicit confirmation that Solarians tend to die shortly after 40, which is very short-lived, which is the surprise because so many of the other species live longer than normal that it's a surprise that Solarians kind of do the opposite compared to the humans. Also, got just pretty much just a straight-up confirmation that Morden is not a romance option, which is funny because you don't even have to ask. He's just preemptively warning you, basically. And the funny thing is that I didn't even know there was this many conversations queued up for him. I was just trying to trigger his dismissal dialogue because he's got so many of them.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Having trouble working between your interruptions and Edie's insistence that insane experiments endanger entire crew. Hard to concentrate. Affecting morale. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
That's what I was going for.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. I could use some downtime. There's always something, right? The way some people talk, we may as well be dead already. Hard for the crew to relax on this kind of job.
No kidding. The next Normandy gets a lounge.
They better not need to do this again. Rebuilding everything was a pain in the ass.
I can verify that.
Yeah, I bet you can. I doubt they'll front the money to stitch me back together if we screw it up. It's a hell of a job, isn't it, Shepard? Being the good guys.
Wouldn't be the high road if it was easy.
You've got to figure if all the people hoping we win stood up, the Collectors would have a much bigger fight on their hands. Claws, whatever. I bet we have a lot more friends once we win. Hope we live to see it.
I hear that.
Anyway, I need to get back to work. Good talking to you.
More friends once we win, huh? Didn't really go that way last time.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I'm branching out. Got a list of enemies now. They all give me joy when I picture cutting them, crushing them. There's this one imprint, a Solarian with the... what are they? The things on his head pulled apart? Bet it caused a generation of revenge. What is that, a few weeks for them? So what did you want?
Don't wear yourself out on someone else's memories. We've got our own bad guys to fight.
Your enemies are my enemies. We'll shove the Collector's claws where a dark sun can't shine, and they will deserve it. I won't disrespect their strengths by doing less than the worst to them.
That's the kind of thinking that will save a galaxy.
You make it possible, Shepard. You're my battle master. You give me purpose. That's what makes Krogan feared soldiers and not animals. Lead well, Shepard. You have my respect.
He's got one hell of a simple view of the galaxy, which is partly because he's only a few weeks old, probably.
I can't believe the Collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to him? Creepy.
Garrus, we just got finished repairing your armor. Oh. We redesigned his armor and repainted it and so on. It's still covered in chars and has a giant chunk missing out of the side, even though it's been replaced. How does that even happen?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly? The Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
It sounds like you're carrying some tension. Maybe I could help you get rid of it.
I didn't think you'd feel like sparring, Commander.
What if we skipped right to the tiebreaker? We could test your reach and my flexibility.
Oh, I didn't. Never knew you had a weakness for men with scars. Well, why the hell not? There's nobody in this galaxy I respect more than you. If we can figure out a way to make it work, then... yeah, definitely.
God damn it. Shepard and Garrus' interactions are too weirdly perfect. There's something specific about their interactions more so than anyone else, especially starting in Mass Effect 2, probably. Mostly because, frankly, Garrus has very little to actually say in the first game. Some good interactions between other characters on the elevators, and there's his little revenge mission, but by and large, he doesn't have a lot to do in the first game. Once you get to the second game, though, like, they've got such a natural banter back and forth that it's just fun to have the two characters interact with each other. Yeah, there's a crowded planet. Look at all those objectives stacked up on Illium. Illium is a classic garden world developed to serve as entrepot, I don't know what that word means to be honest, between the Terminus systems and the Asari Republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent customs laws of Council space on product safety, prescribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. That last one's kind of a bombshell, isn't it? No big deal, just talking about human trafficking, slash, also non-humans, obviously. Officially, Illium is not an Asari world. It is colonized and operated by Asari corporate interests. So it's Novaria, basically. Novaria number 2. This gives it the same legal latitude enjoyed by the human corporate research enclaves of Novaria. Oh, I spoke too soon. Illium is one of the youngest Asari colonies settled during the 7th expansion wave. The first child born on the world is only now reaching her middle age. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. 84 million people living on the surface, and a few people at some stations. We're supposed to do Miranda's quest around here, but I'm gonna bring Garrus and Tally first, because I would like to meet up with Liara, because she's also here, and I'd like to bring the old crew, just in case any dialogue can possibly come from that. Alright, this is our first time ever taking Liara out so far. She has combat drone, AI hacking, quarry machinist, and energy drain. So this drains enemies' barriers to boost your own shields, but we can only get it after the loyalty mission. This is your basic usual status point thing. We have AI hacking, basically is a mind control for AI enemies, and combat drone is a nice little drone that runs out and stuns people. When you max out combat drone, you can make it attack more, or you can make it explode, and I'm more inclined to just make it explode. Because on a higher difficulty, I don't have a lot of confidence in the drone's hardiness, and I feel like it's just gonna die. So let's make the death glorious. AI hacking is either single target or multi-target. I like the single target one because it builds up the strength of the shields. So not only does the mind control last longer, but it's a more durable character that's on your party, proving to be an even more problematic distraction. Whereas the other one's more situational because you have to hope that you can even get people clustered in groups in the first place. Garrus. Let's go down Turian Rebel a little bit more. That's a passive status upgrade that he's kind of lacking a little late in the game. For the love of God, let's change our SMGs to something that's good. There we go. Back to the Locust. Ah, you don't use that kind of weapon. Yeah, you only have a shotgun. Okay, so I'm the only SMG user in the party.
Welcome to Nosastra, Commander Shepard. We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf. She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
What can you tell me about Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot of new cultures and goods because of our proximity to the Terminus systems. At the same time, Illium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against signing anything.
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Illium is a free trade world, Commander. Contract term requirements are more relaxed here than on other planets. It's a small price to pay for keeping our competitive edge in goods from the terminus systems.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Illium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Illium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
I can't believe an Asari world would allow slavery.
We try to avoid calling it slavery. All indentured servants on Illium have voluntarily agreed to a term of service. Most choose indentured service as a means to pay off debt or avoid imprisonment. A contract holder is responsible for the well-being of her servants, and a servant's duties are agreed upon before the contract is signed.
Yeah, not buying it. Throughout all of history, the people who engage in slavery of any kind are pretty much always very good at explaining why their version of slavery is totally great and totally fair and even good for the slaves. And it's totally fair and no one's being treaded upon and it's perfect until all the darkness comes seeping out and it gets upheaved at some point after the system can't handle it anymore. If it was like this, there's an important difference between an indentured servant and, say, a butler or a maid or, you know, a job where you just work a job. If you could accomplish basically the same thing, just as an employee than as an indentured servant, which kind of deflates the entire concept of trying to excuse any of this.
You said Liara was here? What is she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon trade. Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
Do you have any recommendations about what to do on Nosastra?
Our trading center is directly ahead. You'll find restaurants and shops nearby as well. I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. You can find things on Nosastra that you can't find anywhere else in the galaxy.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
Thank you.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
Customs records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may wish to speak with her regarding the whereabouts of Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well.
It seems noteworthy that Liara has only been here for 2 years, because that's all the time that's passed between the first game and the second game, and she's already made her name on this place as being like one of the top agents in her field, and even like being somebody that you like is just known by random people that are greeting us around here. Like she's got influence already, which is surprising because Asari are so long-lived, you don't really expect them to be fast-acting. You kind of expect them to be patient and plodding, and they get around to stuff when they get around to it. And, like, she studied ruins for hundreds of years because, if I remember correctly, but in 2 years only, she's already, like, taking off in this world. Makes you wonder if she took influence from Shepard and interaction with a lot of aliens and humans and stuff.
Trading employees only to lose them to your competitors? Perhaps Indentutech can help. The leading provider of cutting-edge indentured service, Indentutech can provide contract-guaranteed labor for any technical area. Contact Indentutech today. You've been a slave to your employees for too long. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah, there's some... That's just dark. You've been a slave to your employees for too long. Shouldn't be the other way around. That's too on the nose almost on how messed up that system actually is. By the way, look at that, a customs checkpoint, very reminiscent actually of Novaria. And they even mentioned Novaria in the description of this place. Like, I think the function of this game, like if Omega is the anti-Citadel, I think Illium is meant to function as Novaria 2 for Mass Effect 2.
We were always told that Illium is one of the safest places in the galaxy, until you fell off the grid. Sign the wrong contract, join up with the wrong company, or walk down the wrong alley, and it's as dangerous as anywhere else. Don't let this place fool you. It's no safer here than Omega.
Yep, Garrus just reinforces the point. This isn't a happy, positive, safe place. It's just a clean place where all the horrible things happened behind closed doors. It's a place that's just a big old mask.
25. Sell at 25.
No. You're not hearing me. I want to buy it up. Buy it all up.
Come on. Give me something.
Very few Quarians ever set foot here. Illium doesn't allow the flotilla to approach beyond a certain distance. This is the greatest planet in the galaxy for those who can afford it, and they work hard to keep the Quarian fleet away.
You're Commander Shepard? I saw I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere. I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
I met a lot of people on Novaria. Could you be more specific?
I believe the message itself should make it clear. Shepard, we hide. We borrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachnai will sing again because of you.
I'm glad to hear that you're rebuilding. Are you somewhere close by?
The Rachnai Queen is not here. That message is one of many memories I carry from her. I encountered her on an uncharted world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
I got that she was grateful. What else was her message saying?
That the first Rachnai war was a mistake. Some things soured the voices of her people. In Rachnai psychology, that would be like mind control, I think. It doesn't really translate. Anyway, she believes you are fighting the ones who did that, and she promises to help.
She thinks that the Reapers caused the Rachnai War?
I can't say for sure, but she was certain that her ancestors were forced into war against their will. Her people aren't naturally aggressive. If they made war, it was not of their own doing.
How did you find the Rachnai?
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
You obviously got off-world again. Did the Rachnai give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been. The Rachnai are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
You said the Queen gave you a purpose. What do you mean?
The Queen shared her song with me as I recovered. I saw the Rachnai as only an Asari could. They are so beautiful and so vulnerable. They needed someone to purchase things they cannot make themselves. Someone to work within the system. An agent, if you will. I am happy to help. My life as a courier was empty and shallow. Now I'm helping a great race rebuild itself.
You were really comfortable walking away from your old life?
You're concerned that the Queen is controlling me. I understand, but it doesn't work like that. Our minds were in perfect harmony. I saw their beautiful spirit and their need. I knew what I had to do. If some part of that is suggestion, then it was a side effect from their efforts to save my life. I am happy.
Can you tell me where the Rachnai are?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have that information myself any longer. After I met the Rachnai Queen, that information was removed. It's not painful, but I simply don't remember. I'll remember when I need to, and her caution is understandable. The galaxy isn't yet ready for the return of the Rachnai.
If you can pass a message back, tell her that I'm watching. Don't make me regret setting her free.
You won't. She seeks only peace. Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
For both the first and the second game, the Rachnai are just this gray question mark, basically. I'm never entirely sure what to think of them for this chunk of the game, where, like, they are known for doing great violence in the past. They're feared across the galaxy. They plead for their life. You set them free if you want to, or you can just kill them. And then then they just disappear into space again. And then you find what could almost be like an indoctrinated Asari, for all we know. She could be a person that was genuinely saved, and like she could have been saved and just like, wow, look at this great purpose, this is cool, I want to be a part of this, and that could be all face value exactly what she's saying. Or she could have been reprogrammed, basically, because it's essentially another form of indoctrination, potentially. Like, if she was influenced by this stuff, she wouldn't know, most likely, and that's concerning because we saw what happened to Saren. But it'd be completely innocent, and it could all just be hypothetical threats that don't pan out at all. And there's at this stage basically no real way to tell one way or another. Interestingly, I think this would to talk about the idea of this being Novaria 2. Well, first of all, there's Gianni Paracini, aka the girl in the red dress we met on Novaria, the one that was a double agent that was doing looking into it was a basically financial intrigue during what I thought was the fun part of the best planet of that game. So I'm currently sandwiched in between the character that's a follow-up on your actions for the Rachnai and the character that's followed up on your actions with the financial part of the same planet, Novaria. So this just reinforces the idea that this is Novaria 2 for all intents and purposes in this game.
I thought you were dead.
I think that the developers were conflicted. I think that the story of how this planet came to be is basically that BioWare 1, Novaria is probably their favorite planet in the first game. It's certainly my favorite planet. I think that just got the most love and it has the most detail and important plot points and crazy stuff going on. I think they wanted to follow up on the events of Novaria in a meaningful way in their sequel, and their ambitious idea to have a game that reflects decisions you made in the previous game on such a heavy level. But it's a sequel, and there's a certain push for you to only make new things in your sequel. And so if you send people back to Novaria, it's like you're reusing a location. Like, they clearly shirk away from that. When you visit the Citadel, it's a completely new area. This Zakira ward. It's all technically in the same location in the galaxy, but it all looks different, it has different characters and a different setting, and it doesn't even quite look like the wards. It's like a new thing. And you only take the briefest little look. You have only the shortest little chance to visit the Anderson's area where the diplomats are, and then you go right back to Zakira ward because they want to keep you away from old locations. And so they had that issue where they wanted to follow up on Novaria's events, and they wanted to feel like it was one continuous world, but they didn't want to send you back to Novaria. So they made a sequel planet to Novaria, basically, where you conveniently find various Novaria-like characters that just happen to be here. And it's a little convenient, but it's a good compromise for that sort of situation.
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened?
No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie.
It's been a couple of years. I'm Gianna Paracini, Novaria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeas.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeas?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer. What brings you to Illium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork.
Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
She left us a little spy note. Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. A sorry merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? I assume she didn't just write this on this pad and leave it here. So I think the pad was already here and she sent a message to it. Because otherwise, how the hell did she have time to write all of that so quickly? Frankly, it would have been faster to just say it, like whisper it on the spot instead. If she was going to sit around for that long. So I assume she got up immediately and then she sent a message to this pad that was already here. She sure as hell didn't touch it. So she's still on the job.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment. Feel free to look around. My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Illium.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best, and I'm willing to pay for it, as long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is one thing. Very advanced design. Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parisini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to find you out of business.
Do you have the authority to seize the schematics she's trying to sell?
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him.
Oh my god, her head was backwards.
Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
Her head was backwards. That was terrifying. Yep. So in sequel world Novaria, we get a sequel to Gianna's intrigue mission, and as you might expect, it's a little quicker and less satisfying.
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean. Hell, at least this time I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Novaria anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only middling at the science, but I could always ferret out secrets. You grow up poor and surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover anyway.
Must be hard going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
They definitely stole that line, right? Go to new places, be new people. I've definitely heard that one before.
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class. Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evidence. And they never see me coming.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around.
It's a fun bit of follow-up because it makes it feel like it's a cohesive world, even if at times it feels like you're on a weird reunion tour and you're visiting a bunch of people like that you went to high school with and trying to catch up on what happened in between. And a lot of them are people you barely knew, so the extent to which you go to meet each other again is a little excessive, but it's good to make the place feel like it's one continuous place, because, like, even the Dragon Age, they even try to do this in Dragon Age, because, Dragon Age sequels almost always take place in completely different locations, but certain characters will conveniently show up from other locations, like, this is one world. Now it kind of feels like it's all one place, and it kind of works now in your head.